Alright guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay, and today we get up and close and personal with the GTS 2E. Now I've been covering the Amazfit line for you guys, and it is time to give you a review of the GTS 2E. Now the GTS 2E is the watch, the latest one that I've gotten from Amazfit, and it's hard not to fall in love. Most of the time, the last thing that you use will be the one that impacts you the most. But this one right here has pros and cons. And in this video, we're going to cover some of them. I'll try to answer your questions directly that you might have about this watch. So first, let's cover the GPS. The watch, I haven't had any problems with GPS. Let's just say it like that. No problems with GPS. As I can see, as far as I can see, it locks on, everything is good. I haven't had any issues with that. Now, the always-on AMOLED display, the AMOLED display itself, the display itself is beautiful, and I'm just backtracking, answering questions that you guys have said in previous videos or just online somewhere from me, but it is very nice. This is a beautiful display, nice and bright and vivid, and it is just an all-around great-looking display. This current watch face is a watch face that I'm using right now. So I hope you guys like that. I've done a video on the watch faces alone, and I hope that you guys check out that video. So the display, absolutely beautiful. The edge-to-edge display that you have here is just super nice. It's one of those things that on your watch, and this is a bigger display, but it is definitely nice because it is a 2.5D curved glass, and so it feels really good when using it. It feels really nice. It's got a nice sleek feel to it when swiping and using gestures like that from the side, or you're going like this. It's just a smooth feel. It's complete because it's rounded with the watch. The watch is a square-faced watch, but it is still really nice. Comfort and feel with these bands right here. You can obviously change these bands out. I suggest though you pick a color of the watch that you actually would like, and then stick with that band. Because these watch bands are super comfortable, no problems whatsoever with these watch bands. And I say these watch bands is because I have about 6 of these watches, and they all pretty much are using this type of band, and it feels fantastic. It's a nice soft touch. It's obviously a plastic rubbery, but it feels good. It grips well, and I think you'll be happy with the band that comes with the watch. But obviously, as you can see there, you can obviously change the watch bands. You just interlock there, pop those off, and you are good to go with the new watch band. But for me, this gray body on here with the green is just dope. And believe it or not, the gold watch that comes with the pink band, that's actually pretty dope. I could think of getting a gold watch and then just swapping the band out to something else. That watch is really nice, but this gray right here is just so beautiful itself. And I'll cover the hardware too in just a minute. And like I said, I've covered watch faces. There are a ton of watch faces that you can actually use on this watch, and just the Amazfit ecosystem, period. There are a lot. Now, when it comes to working out, you should be able to go in here and find any workout you want. They are all there. My predominant watches, workouts that let's rewind. The most exercising I do, or the most exercises, routines that I do on this watch, is walking and mild aerobics. And there are just a ton more. Look at archery. What in the world? But you go into these other sports, and you see all these different sports here. And I've never gone into these before, but you've got hula hooping, frisbee, darts. It can definitely pick up tug of war. What? Come on. You got winter sports, skiing, snowboards, down here, cross country. It's just curling. You've got everything in here. Water sports. And when they say they have over 70 or 90, it really will track you. It'll make sure that you're getting your credit for doing your particular workout. Combat sports, boxing, wrestling, martial arts, tai chi, Muay Thai, judo, taekwondo, dance. Ladies and gentlemen, dance. They are all in here, and There's just so many that you can choose from. Like I said, personally, walking, mild running, and aerobics, is what I pretty much do, and it is absolutely great, man. I mean, in free training, if you do free training, it'll pretty much try to pick up what you're doing ultimately, and I think that's good. So, if you're into workouts, fitness, you are gonna love. If you're a fitness type person, you are gonna love this watch. There's some notifications coming in, and I'll talk about that too in a second. But if you're a fitness person, this is a watch for you. I recommend not just getting any fitness band anymore. This is what I recommend for you. Now, heart rate, your pi, obviously, your heart rate, your blood oxygen levels, your stress level, all these things work so well on this watch. It's just a continuation of the other Amazfit watches that I've reviewed. I've got them all here. They all perform fantastic. I do have a surprise coming for you guys. So if you're watching this on a Saturday night, because that's when I'm going to post this, Saturday, January 30th. That's when I'm going to post this. Yeah, if you're watching this, I got something great coming for you guys. So you stay tuned. I'm trying to be one of the first to even have this. So we shall see how that works out. But this video is about this watch. I'm excited. So, having the continuous heart rate and having the pi and helping me keep track of my health is important. And I think you should definitely think about picking up the GTS 2 or the GTS 2E. This is their latest one. But I think all of the Amazfit watches are freaking just they're sweet. Now, one area that I definitely monitor is my sleep. And I think if you want to monitor your sleep, you will have no issues with a sleep monitor with this watch. It should be fine for you. The step counter is really accurate, especially when I'm doing aerobics. But the sleep monitor is something that is monitoring you while you're sleeping. It's monitoring you while you're sleeping. So, when you get that, it's going to automatically be set up. And I suggest that you just leave it. Why not? Because I know that it's accurate for me because I know my sleep pattern without this watch. And then when I got the watch, I was like, yo, this is extremely accurate. This is an accurate representation of how I sleep. Yeah. So speaking of notifications, and then we'll go on to the hardware last. So notifications, one of the main things that people like about the GTS 2 is that the GTS 2 is just like the GTR 2. You can get phone calls and talk to people right on your wrist. Well, with this one, you just get the notifications coming in, but you do have the offline voice assistant. You still have all those options. You have all those options that you can do, and it's, but not, some people don't like that they don't have the phone calls, but if that's the case, I say go ahead and go forward and go to the GTS 2 or the GTR 2. But if you want the square one, you got to go with the GTS 2. But you're not missing out. You're not missing out at all. So I just think that's something I had to mention to you. Now, as far as notifications coming in, you saw I just got a notification on my phone, and it popped up. And let me see if it's still here. Yeah, see, it's right there. That notification right there popped up on here, and it's pretty dope. I can read the entire notification. Let's go back here. If I swipe up, you'll see that Clubhouse notification, and there it is right there. I can see everything that is on here, and it's the same thing. Same thing. It lets me know whether I want to go ahead and go in there or not, or I do not want to go in there. Notifications are dope on here. The vibration motor on here is so strong, folks. It's ridiculous. It is a strong vibration motor on here, and I think you should just remember that when you're getting this. But that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. I like the strong vibration motor because it helps me not to take my phone in my pocket. I leave my phone across the room in another room. It still picks it up. The connection is very strong on this, by the way. Sometimes I'll leave my phone in the living room, and I'll be in my office, which is a long ways away, or vice versa. I'll go in the garage or something and forget my phone in the office, and I'll still get notifications. So notifications on here, I haven't had any problems. The 5 ATM waterproof, I think it works good. I've gotten the watch sweaty, and I'll wash it off with water or whatever, but I haven't gone swimming or anything yet. But I feel like, I think you're going to be fine with this as far as getting it wet. Take a shower with it, do whatever you want to do. I think you'll be fine. Now, they say extended battery life. Yeah, the claim is for basic use 24 days, and for typical use 14 days. For me, typical use, I'm getting about 4 days, if I'm being honest. But you might get more. What you can do is you can swipe down and turn on do not disturb. Oops, I don't want to do that. You can turn on do not disturb, and then you get no notifications on your watch, and just use it for fitness. People do this all the time, folks. People will use their watch just for fitness, and then if they're at a place where they're ready to get notifications, they go in, turn it back on, boom, you're getting all your notifications again. So I'm sure that if I were to limit some of my notifications, like you can go into the application also. Let's just say it like this. I have every notification coming in. Like I have all notifications from all apps, and I get a lot of notifications. You don't have to have yours like that. You don't have to do that. You don't need to. So if you want to turn off notifications, you very well should do it, or limit your notifications. You should do it. I think that's important that you do that. So you go into the watch itself, and you go into notifications. You go into apps. See, I have everything turned on. Look at that. I have everything turned on. So I'm getting notifications for everything, even other. Now, default is just going to be these applications right here. So of these applications, it'll be the Telegram, the Twitter, the Instagram, and the calendar. The YouTube, I don't have notifications turned on like in the app, but those applications for sure, mine is draining a lot faster, and I'm only getting about 3 to 4 days on a single charge. And I shouldn't say only, because that's actually fantastic battery life. So I think that my 3 to 4 days is because of the heavy use. You might get 7, 8, 9, 10 days. You might get the 24 days. I'm curious to see how they consider basic usage 24 days and what they did to get that 24 days. That's what I want to know. Yeah. So hopefully I covered a lot of stuff in this for you. If you have questions down below, before I get out of here, yes, you can put a password on it. You can lock it if you want to. I don't do that because of how many notifications I have coming in, and I don't want to keep unlocking it if it sits down or whatever. I just don't want to do it. So yeah. Yeah, I think that's something to consider. So this watch is $139, and the GTS 2 is $179. So basically, if you want phone calls or whatever, or you just want a more, I think the only thing I can think of that was different, and there's probably definitely more things that are different between the GTS 2 and this GTS 2E. But really, for me, the only difference was the phone calls. Other than that, I'm having the same experience with the GTR2, the GTS 2 Mini, because I have that. I have the GTS 2 Mini, I have the GTR2, the GTR2E, I have the Amazfit BIP, I have the Mini. I don't know. I have, and I just think the experience is the same, but that's not a bad thing. I'm testing all these watches for you to show you, hey, look, it's one for somebody. You might want a smaller one. The Mini is just a little bit smaller. The Mini is about the same size as the Amazfit BIP U. So it's up to you to decide, hey, I want this size watch first, and then I want these functions and features in the watch. That's what you should be thinking about. So, I'm pumped about it, man. I think that, and I'll continue to rock with this one for now. But let's get the heart rate going real quick. Let's measure it. Some people had questions about the heart rate. Even though I'm talking, I'm gonna still do the heart rate, because you really, when you do the heart rate, you really should just not talk and be quiet or whatever. But this is just a representation to show you how accurate it is. And I stay on chill. You know me. My heart rate is always pretty chill. Yeah. So it's raising a little bit now that I'm talking a little bit, but this is an accurate reading of the heart rate, and I've tested this on multiple different devices, and it's the same. It's accurate. The Amazfit watches have great heart rate monitoring, great sleep monitoring. The Pi is on point. The step count isn't giving steps when you're not stepping. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a good representation of a good watch. So it's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is a sweet watch. Yes, I recommend it. Nothing's perfect. Like I said, the only downfall I've seen from all of these watches, if you want to call it a downfall, is the battery life. That's something that I have not been able to achieve on any of these watches, but that's actually not a bad thing. These are some great watches, and I highly recommend them over anything else right now. It's your man Jay. I'm out.